What do you hate the most about your life, RN? I feel like such a fucking loser for not being able to afford to provide the quality of life for my loved ones that I should be able to. I'll never be able to afford a home. I'll never be able to enable my partner to work less, accomplish all of the things that a person is supposed to accomplish in order to be financially comfortable, and somehow I accumulated all of the debt of that person without the salary at the end of it. I desperately wanted just to be comfortable, and I worked myself half to death to get there. And it's obvious that I'll never actually achieve anything close to it. I could do without all the effing student loan debt. That would be nice to not have that hanging over my head. I'm also not really a fan of the fact that nobody ever seems to be able to offer me anything concrete in terms of career opportunities. All that anybody can give me is encouragement and places to go to find resources to get started. I don't need resources to get started. I already started resources to get started simply isn't what I need anymore. I'm not at square one. Even if I'm only at square two, I'd like the way people treat me to reflect that. I'm in my 30s, had to move back home, can't afford to move out despite having a full-time job, and feel completely isolated and alone as I basically have no friends and am the black sheep of my family. Struggle with depression, which seems to get worse and worse every passing year no matter what I try. Despite working at being an artist animator since 2007, even going to school for it twice, I struggle to actually be good at it, even though so much time has passed and so much effort put into it. Suicidal thoughts like to come and go a lot. Lost my full-time job. Lost to 3 of my savings after holidays and bills. Just found out after 9 months that my GF now ex cheated on me with a friend last year. So I'm broke, alone, depressed, very few friends, and I need money bad. I know I have a lot of shit to do, but my head is too fucked up to let me do it. I can barely afford to eat, let alone get out of the house properly on a weekend. She's already out probably getting her fuck on, and I'm stuck procrastinating, and she couldn't give less of a fuck. My life isn't going so great right now. Combination of bodily taxing work, need for a break, but no idea how I should do it. Lines become a father soon and I need every cent I can make to make ends meet, but I feel my life is flowing away. Load and like 1 day of work about every 10-ish days I can do that much longer. But I also don't want my partner to overdo herself, especially being 6 months pregnant, so yeah, I feel more empty every day. I'm not suicidal or anything, I am just feeling literally for the first time in my life I found a job that I actually enjoy. Great work, amazing team. Even the most stressful days are a breeze compared to everywhere else I've worked. Thought I was set for a long time, but we've recently been told they're cutting down the work we do, and therefore will be cutting the team down. Now, every day I know my job is coming to an end with these people I love working with, and I have absolutely no idea what I'll do when the time comes that they put me somewhere else in the company. I excessively worrying about almost everything and can't take a breath. I'm putting in efforts to improve my life, but at the same time I'm also kind of sabotaging it. If I'm climbing 10 steps up, I'm going 5 steps down as well. Overall I'm going up, but not at the speed that I want. Because of that feeling I can't even enjoy small things in life. Because even after achieving something, I go ... So what? What's the need for celebration? I still have to work. I still have things to improve. I'm not earning huge. My own career ambitions and being unable to find employment. I chose the wrong career in college and have been applying for jobs that I don't think are too far-fetched. I have a STEM degree work experience, but still can't even get responses for basic office work positions. It's been almost a whole year, and while I'm technically employed part-time right now, it's not something I want to do forever. I just want a full-time job that is stable and lets me live independently from this insane family. I feel so trapped. My job pretty consistently sucks. LD conservative Christian idiot who refuses to acknowledge that people could ever have lives outside of work and he thinks everybody is lesser than him just because he inherited a company from his dad. If you bring this up with him, he ignores you outright. Problem is, he hired me with no experience with a decent pay, just trying to rack up EXP so I can go somewhere that actually gives two shits about me or afford to open my own business. Now I have what I think of as a 12-year-old boy haircut. I do not feel feminine anymore. I'm so sad about it. BC, it's making me so insecure. I know the hair is superficial and mine will grow back. The process is just a lot. I'm trying to build up my self-esteem. BC, it's just hair. Damn, I hate this. Laying out his lies and different behavior. And then I got proof from the chick he's been trying to get with 8 months in the FML. I really fell for him. And I've been expecting this for weeks now. I'm bored, severely bored. There is nothing to do, nothing. And even when there is sometimes, I have no motivation at all. I could study for my finals. I could try to make friends. I could insert literally anything ... But no. Through Reddit, TikTok, and playing meaningless games, wasting my time I will never get back. Energy I could invest in something meaningful, and potential of changing anything into something positive. Finances ... I am more in debt with student loans than some people are with houses. I rely on my boyfriend for a place to live, my car, and paying most of the household bills. Check their bank account before spending $5 at the grocery store on the way home. I just want to make enough to survive. And I'm a substitute teacher, so that is obviously not going to happen. The one thing I hate most is ... my mental state. I wish I was thinking positively, making clear decisions and making the best of things. Instead, it just seems like I can't stop wallowing around in resentful thoughts, self-pity, and pushing off decisions until later. There are concrete things I wish were better, but mostly I wish I was better. And the more mental health type things I seek, it somewhat helps. It also somewhat encourages that soupiness. My digestive health. Had gastritis for the past 5 years. Started eating only lean meats, fruits, vegetables and low-processed foods. Then my gallbladder started making me nauseous a lot. Had it removed. Now I have all sorts of digestive problems such as nausea, diarrhea, constipation, cramps, indigestion. I feel full faster. I was 18 when it started. I'm 23 now. I feel a part of my youth was taken. I just want to eat food without consequences. When I was for and having brain surgery to remove a cancerous tumor, it was botched. That resulted in my facial nerve being severed, giving me permanent Bell's palsy. I am ugly as sin and people stare at me pretty regularly. It has caused me to contemplate suicide on many occasions. Who knew physical appearance was so important to us as human beings? It's literally our identity, and if it's tarnished, it can have severe mental ramifications. That I spent all my inheritance from Dad, not investing it or buying a house or something substantial. And I would be such a disappointment to him if he lived. And that I can't hold down, or even find a job. And I'm always procrastinating. I want to cry just thinking about all this. And just seeing myself turning out homeless and miserable in the future. Even though I'm highly educated and pretty smart, I don't make good choices. Going to work. 2 years ago we had the perfect team. Everyone could work with everyone else. We did our work first, then goofed off. Now we have 4 new people, with 2 of them everyone wishes would leave or get fired. One of them is 31 years old and sometimes does the Naturo run in public. Neither of them can retain information and it's a very technical job. I'm kind of stuck in this job unless I want to take a 30k year pay cut. I don't have enough money to live comfortably. I'm always pinching pennies everywhere I go. I sit in the dark and don't use my furnace or AC to save on bills. I work, go home, sleep, wake up, go to work, rinse and repeat. Every day, weekends are spent doing absolutely nothing. I'm not talking like $1 million. I'd love to have just 5,000 in my savings, that way I know I can at least do something when the time comes. Just the cost of living, and having a hard time finding a job. I'm chronically ill and apparently my body can't properly metabolize medication. So we're having a hard time treating some of my illnesses. One of my illnesses is actively preventing me from returning to work, so ... It's hard to navigate the whole cost of living not having a job thing, and you can't treat the thing keeping you from having a job. My issues are mostly due to my own thoughts and strange behaviors which I cannot seem to escape, and my feelings and opinions seem to flip a lot. Feeling strongly one way, then strongly the opposite. Sometimes I think I understand why I feel and act the way I do. Other times I have no explanation. Hard to fix when I am not sure what is wrong. Just trying to take each day as it comes and enjoy the good times. Archer than most PCOS women, which increases my chances of miscarriage, and my body already has a hard time expelling built-up periods. And I live in a red state that's trying to ban abortions completely. They just upheld that you can have an abortion for religious reasons today. But we're still in the water. It scares me I'll die because my doctor's hands are tied. About to finish my second to last semester of college. I've placed so much pressure on myself to graduate with highest honors, which I will still do as my peers. 395 has really taken its toll on me these past few years. I already have a job lined up, so I'm not anxious about that. I just want to graduate college and be done with hitting the books for a few years before picking it back up for grad school.